dreaming of Hawaii Christmas, just like the ones I used to know. Well, friends, it's time for Backstage Pass again, but this background needs a little more, maybe even a tree. Hold on. There we go. Roll out the red carpet and get out your acceptance speech because we've got your Backstage Pass to Hollywood. Backstage Pass Holiday Edition starts now. Hi everyone, welcome to Backstage Pass, where we give you the insider scoop on everything entertainment. My name is Jerry Ann Tripodi.
And I'm Jonathan Colella, and let me tell you something. This episode, my forehead is on full blast. Volume 11. I am way due for a haircut, and I can't get away with the part doing this anymore. Look what, I can't do it. So we're going to try something new. We're going to do the suave slick back. I'm going to give you a tutorial right now. Watch this. And there. Now you're the hottest host a college TV show can ever have.
We hope all you lovely fans out there are doing fantastic. And speaking of fantastic, good tidings we bring to you and your screen, as we are here to give you viewers the gift of the best entertainment there is. Starting with movie news, Wendy Williams is getting her own film. Wendy Williams, the movie, will follow the daytime talk show host career, such as how she got to where she is today and the struggles she faced on her way to the top. The biopic will also focus on Williams' personal life struggles, such as her past drug addiction and how she overcame, along with problems she faced in her marriage, such as her former husband's alleged affair. Since Williams is the executive producer on this movie, fans were afraid she might leave out the tea we want to see. But according to its director and others who have worked on this biopic, Williams doesn't hold back and tells it like it is. Actress Sierra Payton will play the starring role as Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams, the movie, premieres January 30th at 8 p.m. on Lifetime.
For my first story today, we're going to crank up the sad. For me, I'm sad. I'm so very, very sad. Because Halo Infinite was once again delayed. I am cursed. Whenever I'm interested in something, or I revisit something or whatever, there is a solid chance that we're going to get news on it very soon. I don't know why it happens, it just does. It happened with Dragon Quest XI. I was playing it for the first time, and like a week later, Hero got announced as a character for Smash. I was starting to get interested in the Venture Bros, and then boom, it's canceled. When I was revisiting Spelunky a couple of months ago, we suddenly got news for Spelunky 2. It just keeps happening, and I don't know why. In just last episode, I was gushing over my love for Halo, and I got the Master Chief Collection. I put over 100 hours into it. It's a good game, and then just a couple of days later, I get a news notification from my phone saying Halo Infinite, the 6th mainline Halo game starring Master Chief, and the newest game in the Reclaimer saga of the story, has been delayed. And not just for a couple of months, it's been delayed a whole nother year. Fall 2021. Bro! Fall 2021. The original release date was supposed to be on November 10th, 2020, which would have been around the same time the newest generations of consoles were going to be released. So the Xbox One Series X would have launched with Halo Infinite, which is a significant draw to the console. Well, not anymore. Well, that wasn't a surprise, though. We already knew it wasn't going to be released with the new consoles because it was already delayed back in August to early 2021. Which, you know what? That's not too bad. Well, it's not too bad, but it's just so much farther away now, and I'm so sad now. I just want to play Master Chief game so bad. But all is not lost. We got some nice images of the multiplayer that is in development, and it looks pretty solid. I actually thought these were paintings at first. I didn't even know that this is what the game is going to look like. Or, well, it's supposed to look like. Will it actually look like this? I don't know. And also, the Spartan customization looks great. Halo Reach really peaked the series when it introduced its extensive armor customization, and all the designs were great and significant, and there were so many options. But Halo 4 and 5 kind of missed their mark for armor customization. They were all a bit too samey, and the design just didn't click as well as Reach, so nothing really stood out too much, which sucks. They really simplified it with this one, and I'm excited. And also, last news about Halo, we recently got news that the Master Chief is going to be a new character skin in Fortnite. And I know Fortnite is the haha funny bad game or whatever right now, or it's been like that for a couple of years, but I really dig this. I don't even play Fortnite, but I'm a Halo fanboy, and I just love how this looks. They also introduced the Gravity Hammer, which is going to be a pickaxe type of deal, and then the Pelican for that hand glider, or whatever they use, parachutes, and a Warthog emote, where he's driving a little tiny, like, Warthog thingy. But it just kind of sucks that, this is the Halo content we got instead of Halo Infinite. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, my hopes and dreams.
Just in case you're still struggling to get into the holiday spirit, I am here to share with you my top Christmas films that I watch every year. And no matter how many times I've seen them, they never fail to deliver the holiday cheer. First up is a film that is my top choice for a comedic Christmas film. Elf stars Will Ferrell and tells the story of Buddy the Elf who lives in the North Pole. Right away, you will notice that Buddy is different looking than the other elves, and by different, I mean a lot larger. Well, that's because he's actually a human. As Christmas approaches, Buddy packs his bags and heads to New York City in search of his biological father. Things become hilarious real quick because Buddy has no idea how to function in the real world. Elf is rated PG and is currently playing in select local theaters such as Cherry Hill during the holidays. Also, you can watch Elf on Hulu or Amazon Prime. The second film, A Charlie Brown Christmas, is my top choice for a cartoon Christmas movie. This story follows the unlucky Charlie Brown as he gears up for yet another holiday. He is depressed and fearful about Christmas and hates how everyone around him becomes materialistic during this time of the year. However, once he is assigned director of the school Christmas play, Charlie Brown hopes this will help him find the true meaning of the holiday. A Charlie Brown Christmas is rated G and can be streamed on Apple TV+. The next film that I suggest you all check out is The Polar Express. First of all, this film is great because Tom Hanks voices the majority of the characters, but The Polar Express would be my top choice due to its heartwarming theme. It tells the story of a young boy whose belief in Santa is starting to fade away. One night, a mysterious train called the Polar Express stops outside the young boy's house, and he must make a quick decision as to whether or not he will board this train that claims it is headed to the North Pole. The Polar Express is rated G and is playing in select local theaters during the holiday season, such as Movie Tavern Flowertown. You can also catch The Polar Express, pun not intended, on Amazon Prime. The last film, which is my top choice for being a childhood Christmas classic that you can never outgrow, would be Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Although most of you probably know, this adorable animation tells the story of Rudolph, a young reindeer who was shamed and ostracized for his unusual red nose that lights up. However, when the weather is bad on Christmas Eve, Santa needs a little help to see, and only one reindeer has what he needs in order to save Christmas. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is rated G and can be watched throughout December on Freeform on the following dates and times: Saturday, December 19th at 5:30 p.m., Sunday, December 20th at 4 p.m., and Friday, December 25th at 5 p.m. Of course, there are more Christmas films that also are a must watch each year. Feel free to tweet at us on our Twitter page at BP underscore LaSalle to share with us your favorite holiday movies. When I return, I am going to talk about a member of the Backstreet Boys who is going solo. Take a guess as to who he might be.
All right, everybody. Recently, the Game Awards were hosted, and we were finally able to abandon all subjectivity and opinion and be told what was the best. I'm kidding, obviously. The awards are just, awards. It doesn't really mean anything, and it shouldn't affect your opinion. But some people seem to be very, very upset with the results. So let's go down the list of what awards were won this year. There was a lot of awards, so I'm just going to cover the most interesting ones to me. So, best multiplayer game went to Among Us this year. That smash hit free game that took quarantine society by storm. I actually started playing this with some friends as it was blowing up, and man, the amount of traffic this game got was insane, to the point where the servers couldn't even handle how many people were playing. So you know what? Good for them. Best fighting game went to Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. No other good fighting games were released this year. And this is technically not even new. It's just an enhanced port of Mortal Kombat 11 for the newest consoles. But, it's whatever, I guess. It's either a new port of this or it's a new port of Street Fighter V. And I don't approve of Street Fighter V any longer. Best action game and indie game went to Hades, which is that new indie hack and slash game that people were talking about, which makes sense that it won best indie game. But what really surprised me is that it beat all those AAA titles in the best action game category. It beat Doom Eternal. Isn't that crazy? I mean, good for them. I just wasn't expecting an indie game to beat something like Doom Eternal. Like that's kind of insane, actually, especially considering the amount of hype behind Doom Eternal. Absolutely insane. But impressive. Best VR game went to Half-Life Alyx, which also makes sense because it felt like that was one of the only VR games that weren't like gimmick concept types of VR games. Like, it was developed to be a whole game with all the traditional game things in it, which is something a ton of these VR games lack, in my opinion. They just don't feel like games, but this one does. A lot of those VR games are very, very simplified, and they're just like punch the guy, or they're just centered around one concept that isn't really developed or polished as well as it should be. But this is a full experience, full game, full story, full everything, and also the next / previous chapter in the highly acclaimed Half-Life series that's been waiting for a sequel for over a decade now. So the fact that this got AR Game of the Year, not AR, VR Game of the Year, amazing, fantastic, I approve. And then a ton of awards went to The Last of Us Part 2, and everyone hated that. Oh my god, so many people online were so mad when it got Game of the Year. So, if you aren't aware, The Last of Us Part 2 is the highly anticipated follow-up to the critically acclaimed The Last of Us, which was on PS4 and PS3. But only a couple of months before it was released, a ton of alleged leaks came out about the game, which consisted of story spoilers and other narrative content, and everyone began hating on the game. It was insane. Most of the criticism seems to be stemmed from the death of the main character Joel and the inclusion of the character Abby, with many people making memes online about her masculine appearance. In the online space, this game immediately went from beloved and anticipated to hated so incredibly fast it was unreal. I got whiplash watching it happen play out in real time. And it got to the point where most people I know and saw online decided to stick it to the man and not buy it and play it when it was released. Which really, it never really made any sense to me, because now a ton of people just never experienced the game, but still stick to this idea that it's one of the worst games in recent years. It kind of just feels like a hate bandwagon situation because of how much it's hated versus how many people actually played it that hate it. Is it really that bad? Because the things people are saying about it, doesn't really bother me. Maybe there is some stock in what people are saying, but I want to check it out for myself, see what all the fuss is about. I got the game on sale for Christmas, and I'm going to find out, just to be sure. Remember, everybody, it's not wrong to take other opinions into account, but to treat it like fact is very naive.
So, for those of you who guessed which Backstreet Boys member is going solo, if you guessed Nick Carter, you are correct. Just like many other musicians, the Backstreet Boys had to postpone their tour earlier this year due to the pandemic. However, while staying safe during the lockdown, Nick Carter has also been rather productive, as he has been creating his own music. When asked what inspired this, Carter shared that he would like to lift the spirits of fans while they are home, since listening to music is a common activity during the lockdown. Carter also shared that this upcoming album will be both uplifting and nostalgic. According to Celebrity Page TV, you can expect something to be released by Christmas.
Now, before we continue, we're gonna do the TikTok Terrace segment once again with my two favorite girls, Sarah Russo, Julia Thompson, for the new TikTok trends that I need them in my bones. I need them in my body. I need them injected right into me with them as my administrators. So take it away, girls.
Welcome back to TikTok Terrace. I'm your host, Sarah.
And I'm Julia, and our first trend of the week this week has been deemed the Grow Up With Me trend. There's a few variations. Some of them are people showing pictures of how they've grown up from maybe elementary school all the way to college. Others are families growing. And there's more like active ones where they're kind of jumping into each other's shoes, which is really cute. There's a few different variations, but they're all about progressing through time and showing everyone kind of grow up either through their childhood or as adults. So this is the one that we've chosen. It is more of the one of an active one with kids jumping through shoes. Cool.
Mother, I'm coming home. I follow you into the park, through the jungle, through the dark. God, I never loved one like you. Boats and boats and waterfalls, alleyways and payphone calls. I'll be here everywhere with you. We laugh until we think we'll die, barefoot on a summer night. Nothing new is sweeter than with you. And in the street we run free like it's only you and me. Geez, got something to see. Oh, oh, let me go home. Home is whenever I'm with.
So wasn't that a great video? So this next trend that we're going to talk about kind of throws a Christmas theme into this video because, you know, this is our last video before Christmas. So Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. We don't discriminate here. So this one is about Christmas songs and holiday songs, and the TikToker remixes the songs into hilarious ways. Like the original that kind of started this all is the one we chose, and our favorite line from it is "Let it let." So enjoy this funny remix of the original that sparks tons of holiday song remixes.
Oh, the weather outside is the weather, but the fire is so fire. Since we've no place to place, let it. It doesn't show signs, and I pawn some corn for pawn. Lights are turned down, lights, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss, how I'll hate going out and just let it snow. But if you'll really hold tight, let it snow. All the way home I'll be dying. The fire is slowly popping, and my pawn, we're still good pawn. As long as you love me, no. Let let it is good porn, is good, let it is porn. Good night.
And now, lastly, for our favorite of the week, to stay in the holiday theme, we have a return from TikTok last year. She made an appearance, and now she is back, and also everyone absolutely loves to see her again. So it is a Jingle Bell Grandma is usually how you can find her, and it's just such a fun video. She has so much fun. I absolutely love it. We hope you enjoy.
A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride and see Miss Fanny Bride was seated by my side. The horse was lean and lank, misfortune seemed his lot. We got into a drifted bank and then we got upside. Oh! Jingle, 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 jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one-horse open sleigh. Oh, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one-horse open sleigh. Oh, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one-horse open sleigh.
So wasn't that a great video? It definitely gives holiday cheer, and just even not in the holiday season, if you need a good laugh, like we watch it when we're sad. Let's be real. Could be in the middle of, February. Sad? Watch it. So we hope you enjoy. Once again, this is TikTok Terrace, and I'm your host, Sarah.
And I'm Julia.
And happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Earlier in this episode, I shared one common way people get into the holiday spirit, which is by watching holiday movies, of course. However, another way people love to get festive is by listening to holiday music. So I am going to share with you all my favorite song that I listen to this time of year, and I hope it makes you feel as good as it makes me feel. Give a quick listen to Candy Cane Lane by Sia right now.
Take a trip down Candy Cane Lane with me. I'll go Rudolph down to meet us in the street. We can dance, we can branch. There's no cans, 'cause here everything is possible. Take a trip down Candy Cane Lane.
Get your cup ready for the tea that is about to spill, because it's time for our favorite part of the show, the celeb gossip. For this episode, we are going to be talking about the sad but necessary cancellation of the Kardashians' annual Christmas Eve party. Khloe Kardashian shared the news on her Twitter account after a follower asked her if she was still doing the yearly event. Khloe replied, quote, "The COVID cases are getting out of control in California, so we decided that we're not doing a Christmas Eve party this year. It's the first time we will not be having a Christmas Eve party since 1978. Insert eye-rolling emoji. I believe. Health and safety first, though. Taking this pandemic seriously is a must," end quote. Khloe contracted and has since recovered from COVID herself, so she understands its severity. Also, there are stay-at-home orders where the majority of the Kardashian-Jenner members live. We all know the Kardashian clan is big on the partying. So if they can hold off on a big bash, so can you. I can't wait until next year because I know they will throw something twice as huge.
I don't get to play multiplayer games with my friends too often, but recently, me and the fellas have been playing an interesting game called Duck Game. Now, I know what you're thinking. What could a game called Duck Game possibly be about? Well, it's a game about... it's about ducks. Isn't that insane, right? Yeah, it's insane. So Duck Game is this competitive multiplayer game where you play as ducks in these arenas to fight other ducks with whatever weapons you can find. And there's no story, there's no context, there's next to nothing. It's just a game about ducks. That is literally what the game is advertised as, a game about ducks. What makes Duck Game unique is how fast-paced it is. Rounds are super fast, and everyone dies in one hit to every weapon, so it's just this free-for-all of non-stop crazy action with ducks to see who is the best duck. It's really self-explanatory. There's also hats you can wear to customize your duck. You can customize your duck's room, and even go to this arcade section where you can pull off various challenges for game modifiers and more hats. It's an amazing time, but talking about it really doesn't do it any justice, but luckily I recorded some footage of me and the boys playing it, so check it out.
I've had about enough of you.
Where'd Adam go?
I'm here.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's your issue, dude? Wonder why no one here likes you.
All I did was.
Got the cat.
Oh my god! Oh my god. I'm out of ammo. No, wait. I'm an item. You can't. You literally can't do anything to me. Oh! Or I can't slide. No, give me the flower. No. Give me the flower.
Give me the flower. Give me the flower.
No! What's going on?
What do you have to say? What's it do?
Wait, we can talk about this. I hate this. Adam, you're right. Oh, I got Adam. I got a burial at sea. Burial at sea.
I cannot figure this out. Oh, being a gamer, you wouldn't get it. Oh god. Oh my god.
This guy said it instantly. Instant karma.
What's that?
Box fight.
Wait, we're gonna take him out. Oh! Oh my god.
Man.
We gotta kill this man.
Homie died instantly.
Oh, what? Did you just trick shot me?
He got angled.
Woo! Stacking him. Oh no! What do you got, Pat? What is happening? What happened? You just playing catch up there? That was awful.
Well, that does it for this episode of Backstage Pass. We hope you all had as much fun watching it as we did producing it. My name is Jerry Antropodi. Happy holidays, everyone, and see you all in the new year.
And I'm Jonathan Clella, but before we go, we have the social media once again. Let me slap that right on the screen. Let me slap it right on the screen. Let me just smack the camera. I'm smacking the camera. There it is. There it is. I have so many layers of that on right now, and they're all gonna fade away at the same time because I'm the editor. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Shout us out on social media. Tweet at us. Follow our media pages, like those posts, and catch us next time on Backstage Pass. Have a good one.
Check out our television schedule on the screen. We are on every day. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.